Welcome to the channel. Um, so today in this video, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about the new regulation and new rules for immigration in Honduras. 2 weeks ago, there was proposed. Well, actually, it was published in mainstream media about new regulation or rules that is gonna guide. It's like a guideline, new guidelines for people who overstayed their visa in Honduras, and a little bit about some changes how to acquire residency in Honduras. So at this moment, I'm located here, this place called Las Brisas. This is the neighborhood of Las Brisas. Cross street would be the Boulevard of the Armed Forces. That's located on that vicinity. And basically, this is the building of the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Honduran government. So I'm gonna just span a little bit here. People are coming and going, but basically that's the building. It's a huge building there, where you're gonna be like, if you come and do your buenas tardes, oficial, where you come and you have to put stamps on your passports and different extensions. You can do it in this building, and then basically I'm just filming from outside, which I'm allowed to. It's a public building, but I'm gonna walk to the place called La Gaceta, which is an office where that's the official, publishing branch of the government, where any new regulation and that has to do with immigration or any other, that legally and officially has to be published on La Gaceta, which is the official public agency that publish. Once that it's published, it's law. That's the way it works. So mainstream media publishing the new rules is not enough to be valid. I mean, to be legally enforced, it needs to be published in an agency called La Gaceta. So I just came from the building, and now the second building here is the Supreme Court. This is where the justices meet to make major decisions about, just like any other Supreme Court, like in the United States or Latin America, they all have, in Mexico, they have a Supreme Court that's the top law of the land. Whatever they decide, that's what it is. That's the last top guys that make decisions about different issues in government and lives of people's lives. So this is the building. The justices where they meet. That's the Supreme Court building of Honduras. This is and in the United States, actually, we have 9 Supreme Court justices that they decide for different issues in Honduras. But in here they have 15 justices elected by Congress, just like by the Parliament here in Honduras. And in here, the same thing. 15 justices. They meet. This is the main office on my left. As I'm panning here, huge building. Behind that building, there is what is called the Central Bank. That's the Treasury office, which is way back there. When I'm pointing, well, the door is open there, so it's easy to spot from here, but not. It's behind. It's a huge building, where is located the Honduran Central Bank. Behind that. So all these 3 main, very important buildings, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, going that way, I just left, the Supreme Court building, and the Central Bank, which it acts like a Federal Reserve Bank where they print money, basically. The Honduran, lots of people working here. I guess they're renovating the area here, so yes, they're working. Many people working here, guys, digging up. Renovating the area, new offices, I suppose. Of course, this line of this on the side street, people sell different items. Sure, yeah, items, and they just sell food, lunch, and on and on and on. So I'm just walking to the agency La Gaceta, which was my main purpose of my visit here. I want to go inside the office. Hopefully they have the official, they can print me something, specific, so I can explain you what's going on with the new rules and regulations regarding immigration. But mainly, part of the which I'm gonna focus on that, is that there is a partial amnesty for people who overstayed their visa in Honduras. They're giving like a temporary work permit for those of people who don't have papers. But I'm just I read the thing, the mainstream media, what they publish, but officially, this is the place where I can have the official document and explain a little more. So as I'm going in, this is the first floor of La Gaceta, the oficial. This is a government building right here. There you go. This is how it looks outside. I'm making my way in. Buenas tardes, señor. Solo quiero pasar a la oficina de La Gaceta, ¿se puede? Está La Gaceta para buscar un documento.
Pero
Sigue el...
Sí.
Porque es sobre eso que quiero hablar, sobre el documento que me va a entregar sobre las drogas.
No tenemos autorización, tendríamos que consultar arriba.
Bueno, pues, puedo esperar que consulte, si puedo entrar con mi cámara, con mi teléfono, sí, consúltelo por favor. No es solo que quiero pedir un documento específicamente sobre, y de eso estoy hablando, pues en mi posteo. So he's gonna find out. ¿Puedo sentarme aquí? So this is the lobby, like at the entrance there, the guard, guarding, the place, the main entrance, the government building, of course. He needs to talk to somebody up there, a top guy, or somebody, a supervisor. Bueno, ¿cómo estás, señor? Sí. A supervisor, just to be able, so they can give me permission to film inside the office. So let's see. Hopefully, hopefully I have a positive answer, so I can go and film inside and talk to the person in charge of La Gaceta, where they publish, like I said before, the new rules and regulations regarding residency for foreigners in Honduras, and also for people who had overstayed their visa. So there is like a partial amnesty. That's all I can say at this moment. So they're making it easier. That's the whole purpose of these new rules, to make it easier for people who have overstayed their visa or have issues regarding, if they have been trying to, even with their residency, if they have so many, issues filling up all the requirements that's required, of course, though. So they're, like softening up, lifting up some of the hard, regulations. And like, for instance, it says one of the hardest thing to accomplish, to fill the requirement is that basically, if you are here in Honduras, if you marry a Honduran lady and try to get your residency, well, you have to bring lots of paperwork, like an affidavit from the county where you live in the States, your divorce documents, banking. You have to have like a lengthy time, a long time, being here physically in Honduras. Can't be done just like if you are just coming in and out. It has to be, you have to be present physically here in Honduras for some time. And once you pass that benchmark, and then, of course, the process might take, in some cases, takes like, I was told, because I spoke with an attorney, a lawyer, he said it might take like 6 months to a year, but even sometimes more than a year, which is, it sounds long. I mean, keep in mind that they require to have like a blood testing, that even like a police, like affidavits that you're not wanted anywhere. Like basically you have to bring it from your home country. They call it that récord de policía, which is like if you are from the state, from Canada, basically you have to bring that. And I mean, which is, if, I think they are just, in a way, if you have your passport, let's see, and they run your, on the computer, if you're not wanted on the Interpol is the international police. I mean, do you need more paperwork, like affidavit from, different locations? Well, if they can do it faster, I mean, this is in the technology age. So, points like that, issues, items like that, I think they're softening a little bit, not that much. I'm not trying to, carry away with, something that is not, but that's the reason I'm here. In which the guy went upstairs, and which I'm just keep waiting here, waiting for him to come. And I was told it's the first floor. I should go this way. The first guy I talked to earlier up there with the guy with the orange hat. I spoke with the guy. He said just go to the first floor. But when I came to the second, filter, which is this table where I'm sitting, he said sit here. I'll wait. So he says to me he has to ask his supervisor. First, I was told that I can just go in, and now the second person, I guess, the second line of security, the second circle of security in the building says, wait here, I'll talk to my supervisor to see if they can. So people, buenas tardes señora, ¿cómo está? People are just going and coming and going, I guess they're employees. At this moment it's like 1 o'clock in the 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Honduras, in the capital city, Tegucigalpa. And people are keep coming and going, having lunch outside there as we wait here. Well, usually they come after lunch. Lunch is from 12 to 1, but some, bureaucrats will come after that. It's okay. I mean, for lunch, people take lunch outside, buy their lunch, and just come on. Some people, of course, they get deliveries from local franchises. But as I'm, just sitting here basically, waiting for, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes, so thanks if you have this far in this video. Hopefully I get something out of it. I guess he's coming. Buenas tardes, señor. ¿Cómo está? Sí, yo soy Carlos Silva, tengo un canal de YouTube y quiero preguntarle sobre las nuevas reglas migratorias que se publicaron específicamente el 5 de agosto. Entonces, eso debe ser publicado en la Gaceta, decía el periódico El Heraldo. Entonces, aquí estoy en la Gaceta, ¿verdad? Y yo estoy, pues, ¿cómo se llama, perdón? ¿Le puedo preguntar su nombre?
Sí, Amílcar Valdés. Sí.
Mr. Amílcar Valdés. ¿Usted trabaja aquí en la Gaceta?
Sí.
Entonces, ¿cómo puedo hacer usted para que me facilite una copia de esa publicación? Del 5 de agosto, hoy estamos ya a 13.
No,
entonces, he says that.
si ya está publicado en físico, solo tiene que pasar, le cuesta 15 lempiras.
15 lempiras.
Eso es el valor. Y
Okay.
si está solo en digital, pues entonces tendría que esperar que se publique en físico, porque no tengo conocimiento si ya salió en físico, si es la del 5 de agosto, ¿verdad?
En el 5 de agosto se publicó.
Bueno,
Tiene que ser sobre migración, sobre los cambios de migración, ¿no?
Y tendría que subir ahí, aquí nomás, a la primera página y preguntar ahí si ya está en... O si no, espérenme, le voy a preguntar a ver si ya está.
Sí, ¿puedo subir con usted? Por si acaso, ahí mismo pago los 15 lempiras. He said that I have to just pay 15 lempiras and get a printout copy of that publication that was published in mainstream media August the 5th. So hopefully he's very helpful. And so he said just come up and we see what happens. So this is the second floor as I'm making my way through the office. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo está? Afternoon. People working here. So I'm making a consultation.
Ahí está el proceso de impresión, porque está impreso hasta el 4.
Hasta el 4.
Hasta el 4,
Sí.
Faltaría la del 5.
La del 5.
Sí, entonces me imagino que esa en digital de repente ya circuló, pero en físico ya para que usted la compre,
Ajá.
todavía no ha sido impresa, pero en el transcurso de esta semana, porque
De
ya
esta
salió,
semana.
salió la del 4, ya me imagino que ya pronto estará la del 5.
Si hubiera tal vez venido unos días más o un día más, o hasta el 4 está, ahí fue el corte. The cut was until August the 4th. So the 5th, everything that was done on the 5th, it will take a few more days to publish. So, ¿puedo venir otra vez y encargarme con usted para que usted me facilite o solo vengo y
No,
pido
si
aquí?
aquí no hay problema.
No,
usted
no hay
solo
problema,
viene-
sí,
solo
solo
viene
acceso.
aquí con ella.
Ajá.
Y ella le
Pido al
dice,
señor que me haga pasar, ¿verdad? Al segundo
sí,
piso.
dígale
que
que
venga.
no viene a comprar una gaceta.
Ok.
Es que él no lo quería dejar pasar porque venía
Sí, sí.
grabando, pero de lo
Claro, pues. Pero hasta aquí.
Es abierto,
Muchas-
es abierto, es abierta para todo el público.
¿Verdad? Claro, sí, así es.
Es del pueblo,
Es del pueblo. Amén, gracias. Es del pueblo. This is a public. They're very nice.
No, pero
This
por
is
igual ya por eso no
government.
quería, pero yo-
¿Verdad?
pero
Sí. Oiga, me dijo, siéntese aquí, me dijo. Entonces, pero es del pueblo, dijo el caballero acá, ¿verdad?
Pero
Eso
cuando-
quería escuchar. Gracias, soy yo. Entonces solo regreso unos días y
Vengo otro día,
Ajá,
ahí no
perfecto.
hay ningún problema. Aquí es libre la entrada.
libre de entrada.
Solo diga, vengo a comprar una gaceta y...
Doy mi nombre, que me apunten ahí, ¿verdad? Me identifico y no por qué hacer, pago los 15 lempiras. Muchísimas gracias, señora Milker, mucho gusto. ¿Cuál es su cargo acá? Subgerente de la Gaceta. Muy amable yo, de todo corazón. Hasta luego. Pronto, gracias. Pasen buenas tardes. Hasta luego. So this is what it is. I'm still on the second floor of La Gaceta. He's the not the main boss, but the second in command of this office basically, and he was very kind and nice to come to talk to me. And he says that, well, it's not the cut that was published. I mean, the until the August 4th. Everything that was published until August 4th. 4th. That's what it is. So if I come in 3 or 4 days, he wanna have it from me. So this is the second in command of this office, this building, La Gaceta, the main government branch that officially publish any rules, any laws. That even the decree of the Supreme Court, which is the office, the building, that building there is been published in La Gaceta in this building, meaning the decree is made there, whatever a ruling is from the Supreme Court, which that building is just across the street is the building that publishes officially. So once it's published, it becomes law. If it's not published, it can be enacted any new rules. So thanks, guys. I just thanks for the if you came this far for this video. I apologize that I didn't get the document, the official document, but I gave you a little bit of summary of what's on the new changes in immigration in Honduras. So in a few days, I'm gonna get that document officially, and I'm gonna give you details, in more details, what it says and what it means for any foreigner or expat in Honduras, or a future expat that's come to live, to settle down or have residency or live in Honduras. See you in the next video. Until next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.